Hey, everybody. If anybody's in here, let's see. Hello. Good evening. I'm glad you're here. I'm getting everything set up, guys. Okay, let's see. Good evening, everybody. Hello, Tamika. Hello, Zen Grower 66. Patricia Roberts, Erica Taylor. Thank you all very much for coming in on time. You know I appreciate you. Hello, Valerie Williams, Brenda King, Taishi 23, Dorothy. Hello. Valerie Williams, Angela Franklin, Susie Polidor, Debbie Epps, good evening. Karen Witherspoon. Thank you guys so much. Hey, Best Yet and Linda Parker. Thank you all for coming in. Hi, Unicorn Lady. Cute name. Blessed too. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is my lucky blouse. I remember when I first went live, I started off by telling you guys this was my lucky blouse. And when I went back and watched the replay, I didn't tell you why it was my lucky blouse. And this is the blouse that I wore. I was managing a beauty college, a brand new $2 million school in North Dallas, Oval Beauty College. And it was in 2008 when the recession hit, and they were going around visiting vocational schools because a lot of people lost their jobs. So they were using that opportunity to get trained on different things to do, a career that wouldn't take over a year to be certified in. And so I was taking the news people around the campus and showing them our facility. And the lady just looked at me. She said, "You look familiar." And I said, "Well, I'm an author, and I have my own skincare company." She said, "I knew you did something else. I saw something that you did." And then they asked me if they could come to my home and do a story on me. So they featured me on WFAA out of Dallas, and it also hit the news station in Houston. And so they did a little, piece on me, and it really, really helped to launch my company real fast. And this, because I was, selling products for, at that point, for 3 years. Yeah. But after that, it just took off with that one, maybe 5-minute segment that they did. And this happens to be the blouse that I had on when they did it. And I didn't tell you guys that 6 months ago when I had my first chat. So I went back and I started looking at my videos. And so, yeah, it's been 6 months that I've been coming to you every Monday on Monday Night Live, except for one time I was on vacation, and another time I scheduled it for either Sunday or Tuesday because it was a holiday. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this opportunity to get to know you all and get to share what I know about gardening and to learn things from you. For example, in my Facebook group, I was I put a post on my Facebook group, the same name as my YouTube channel. If you all want to join, you're welcome to. Only requirements are that you be a subscriber to my channel and you answer 2 questions: how long you've been gardening and what you like to grow. And I don't want a real big group with a whole lot of people just asking a lot of questions but never contributing. So if I wanted to have a big group, I would not ask those preliminary questions, and I would just let everybody in. But if somebody requests to join and they can't answer the few little questions, I don't let them in. So you guys are welcome to join, okay? And I try to answer as many questions that I can, and some of them I save for my Monday night chats. So, yeah, it's our 6 months anniversary for me going live. Okay, Brenda King is here. Pit Stop Kitchen and Garden. I think I mentioned you already. If I didn't, thank you for coming in. Stinky Puddle Ranch. I love your name. I say it every time. It makes me smile. Barb Brownlee. Oh, good. I'm glad you received your hair products. Thank you. And the personal tip and beautiful packaging. Thank you so much. I pack everything. Contrary to popular belief, this is a one-woman operation. My granddaughter has helped me out once, and she probably will help me out again during the Christmas break, because we're going to kick off tonight a Christmas campaign. I already loaded the specials on my website, and I'm asking people to please support small businesses like mine and do some of your Christmas shopping with us. So what I did was I bundled the peace soy candle, and you can tell that it's a very nice package. It's fitting that for anybody on your Christmas list, and it's made out of the finest natural soy wax that I could find, and only essential oils. And it has a double wick there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. And it's braided, and it's 100% cotton, but it has that stability in the middle core, and it costs a little bit more for them, and just like the containers cost a little bit more. But it won't droop over and just blow your flame out in the pool of the oil. And the soy wax will turn into a massage oil. And it's my signature piece fragrance. It will calm you and relax you. And it has hibiscus oil, essential oil, lavender, lemongrass, and and that's it. Yeah, and so it's real calming. It's not one of those cheap candles that have a lot of dye in it, a lot of artificial perfume, fragrance oils. It's just a mild aroma therapy candle. But anyway, the special is this candle sells for $25, but I have them on sale for $19.99 to the end of the year. But if you buy 5 of them, you would get 3. And what I'm going to do is, and the reason why I'm bringing this up, because somebody just mentioned that they got their product. It was Barb Brownlee. And she said she got the hair products, and she thanked me for personalizing a tip on the products that she bought, and the packaging is beautiful. And so what I would do is I would send these candles to the recipients of your choice. If you want to send all 6 of them out, to your people, your loved ones, I could do that, or I could send you one, and then you just email me the address of the 5 other people, and they would get their own little personalized box. And I'll put a note in and tell them more about the candle. And then I'm doing the same thing for my total body butter, which is made from shea, avocado, coconut, coconut. Maybe I need to pull up my website. Child. Sometimes, my senior citizen brain, excuse me, sometimes that senior citizen brain would lock up. But it's shea butter, mango. Sorry, I got it. Mango and a whole lot of moisturizing skin oils in there. And so I'm doing the same thing. 6 bottle jars for the price of 5, and I'll send them with a little note that is coming from you, a little personal touch, and how to use the product to 6 different addresses. All you have to do is email me. So if you go to my website and it's cherylsproducts.com, you can order those. You can pre-order them now. Tell me when you want to have them mailed out, but I will be shipping everything out by December 18th to make sure that they get it before Christmas. And I'll send you the 6 different tracking numbers so that you will know exactly when they're going to receive the product. Okay, so now let me go back to you guys. Thirsty. And I'll take a few questions. Okay, it's buffering, guys. That's been happening a lot. I noticed that on other lives that I've been in. But to get back to your question, we haven't had too much rain in Mesquite, and in those petals is dew. And so that's what they're attracted to. If it was aphids there, you would know, and you know why they follow the aphids. So I'm thinking that they're looking for moisture. A lot of people think that ants just eats up everything. They don't. They eat liquid. And that's why you see them where you see aphids, because aphids secrete a honeydew substance that they like, a sugary substance. So most flowers, the substance, the dew on them are sweet. So I imagine, but all you need to do is to run the ants off. You can use diatomaceous earth. You can use a little dish soap and water. You can use borax and sugar in a salt shaker, or you can just blast them and treat them when they're on the ground by shaking those things. Or since 1991, I've been in the same home since 1991. Okay, so Little Farmer's Farm. She's from the UK. Okay, well, I consider it an honor that you're here because I know your time zone, and it's bedtime. Because I put a picture of my granddaughter Bria on Facebook, and her uncle that lives in the UK commented on it and about how it was nighttime there. So I want to say God bless you too. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Okay. Shantae Simmons, you know I just love you to death. Can't wait to can my greens. Oh, thank you, Shantae. Thank you. I'm going to do a little candy tomorrow. Okay. Thank you, Little Farmer's Farm. Okay, Myra McCain. I'm going to say, I know that name, honey. Your daughter loved her gift set. Oh, that makes me feel good. And I want to thank you for introducing my products to your daughter, Myra. You have a food allergy, right? Yeah. And yeah, we talked a little bit email. Okay, hi, Gang Nerd Mom. Oh, thank you. I clean up pretty good for a 66, 67 next year woman. Okay, Zen Grower 63. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Sylvia, we are buffering. Actually, it disconnected, but I got us right back online. Peach tree in container. Can I leave it out for the winter? 6B. Zen Grower 66. If you done your research, you bought a peach tree that can handle the climate that you're in, the grow zone that you're in. And you have to have a certain amount of chill hours in order for that peach tree to produce any food. So look at the tree that you have, because sometimes if you got it from a nursery, they don't care. They just get stuff shipped in and they will sell you something that you probably may need a greenhouse for. I don't know. But it seems like this year, the big box stores have gotten better. So this information that I'm saying is not just for you, Zen Grower. It is for everybody to look up the tree, Google it, and see what zones it can be grown in and how many chill hours. So I'm assuming that you got a tree that is compatible for your climate in garden zone 6B. And if that is the case, you do not need to bring it in. If you don't get any snow or any rain, go out and give it maybe about a half a quart of water every week or every other week, depending on your humidity and precipitation in your area. Yeah, Sylvia, it's buffering, but I think we're back on track. Hi, Santisha. I practice your name, Santisha. And who else is in here? Okay, we're back. So if you haven't found any greens, broadcast you some seeds. Put them in containers, and if you have to bring them in the house or the garage for a night or two, and then bring them back out when the weather gets better, go ahead on and do that. Okay? All right. Okay, here we go. Erica says, I'm thinking about growing corn in the spring. Any tips for zone 8A? Well, we're in the same gardening zone. When I plant my corn, you plant your corn. Or go back and look at one of my videos and look at the date where I'm showing you about how I started sowing the seeds for the corn. And then I transplanted them in the ground and I harvested. So you don't have to go back that far. Because when the pandemic hit, I grew a lot of extra food for people, and corn was one of them. Okay. Barb Brownlee, what were those small beets called you harvested and those large turnips? Well, I'll tell you right now, the turnips were called purple top turnips. I got the seeds from Baker Creek. And the other ones were called, the red ones were cylinder. And the ones I didn't harvest, the golden beets, I got those seeds from Baker Creek too. And I grew them for the first time in the spring, and they were delicious. And so I said, I'm going to grow a few more. Okay? All right. Yes. Yes. And I know we have something else in common, Myra McLean. Food allergy, which I don't have that. I have some allergy, but not nuts. And you are a 14-year breast cancer survivor. And your new moringa plants I just put in pots has mold on the dirt and plant stem. The soil is dry. What should I do? Sprinkle it with cinnamon or ground turmeric. Okay? You had some fungus gnats or fungus eggs somewhere, either in the soil or in the plant. So, yeah, turmeric. Second, first, I would try cinnamon. It always works for me. I keep a big bottle. I get it from the dollar stores. Okay. Okay, do you have any tips on drying seeds, bell pepper? Oh, girl, I got a video on that too. It's easy. All you need to do is just cut your bell pepper. And I brought some stuff to show you guys. I'm always with dry mouth because of my thyroid medication. These are some of the peppers that I harvested the other day. And I put them in a basket, and look. These were the few that I was keeping for myself, and they started to turn orange. And I don't know what this one is. It's the California Wonder. I have the red California Wonder and the orange California Wonder. And what I want to say is, just slice this down and half it, and you will see that white stuff in the middle, and the seeds will cling to it. And all you do is just shake them out. I put them on either a styrofoam little bowl or a little ceramic bowl, kind of like this. And I just keep rinsing them and straining them to get the, the little white stuff that be clinging to the seeds. And it's not a lot with peppers. And then I just put them in one of my cabinets. Of course, I'm going to put a label on it, or if I use a styrofoam cup, I'll write on what seeds they were. And only deal with heirloom seeds. Now, you can buy some peppers from the grocery store, and you can save some of the seeds, but you never know what you're going to get, like Forrest Gump. Because a lot of times those are hybrids, and they won't produce the next year the way they appeared when you bought them. So that's why I like to buy just heirloom seeds and plants, if I can. I'm not going to say I don't ever get things that are not heirloom, because I do. But aren't these pretty and healthy? These are the ones that were in the greenhouse. And I kept a few of them because I'm going to got some marks on them, but it's okay. I'm going to stuff these 4 peppers for myself. The rest of them I gave away because I've got plenty of peppers saved. Chopped up, diced up, stripped up in the freezer. I cut them, take all the white stuff out in the middle. Peppers and onions are 2 of the foods that we could grow that we don't have to pre-blanch before we freeze them. And so I just lay them on a cookie sheet, put them in the freezer, let them, freeze for about 10, 15, 20 minutes, depending on how big I cut them up. Then I take them back out and then I put them in a little Ziploc bag. Now, if I'm going to can them, I have 2 videos on it. I do one in vinegar and I do one in vinegar and oil and a lot of spices. If you go back and just look at my playlist. And while I'm on the subject of canning, I'm not going to be doing a lot of canning videos unless it's something that I don't have a video on already. And I hope you guys understand that it's a lot of work with my company. It's a lot of work. And it takes a couple weeks sometimes to do a canning video to fit it in with what you're doing in editing. So I'm going to make tomato spicy jelly. I did a class yesterday, a conference call on canning, and I was sharing that with her, and I gave her the link to it. And in the description box, if I show some canning, I would put the links to those videos that I do, okay? And the lady asked me about the purple top turnips. Isn't that a monster? It was almost as big as Bria's head. And we grew these from seeds, and I took you guys along with me all the way because I brought them in doing them outside, and it got too hot, 108 degrees. So I said, I didn't want to, but I got to go ahead and bring these in the house in my grow room and put grow lights on them. And every Monday when I went through my live, I would bring the seeds trays out and show you how big they were getting. I did experiment with infrared full spectrum lights as opposed to the cheap, inexpensive 32-watt shop light. And the ones that germinate the quickest were the ones that were under the cheap lights. Now, if you want food to fruit and produce flowers, use a full spectrum. But you can use an inexpensive shop light if you want to start germinating your seeds. Some of you are in here, and there are 20 people that I sent those seeds to, and I want to talk about that for a minute. I sent them, the seeds were free. I didn't sell you the seeds. You sent me a donation for the shipping and handling, which I put them in a bubble envelope. I created a label. Here's my printer over here, because I do click and ship with my products. And the shipping is $5. So if you sent me $5 through PayPal, my PayPal account, or my Cash App, I didn't make any money off of that. I wasn't trying to make any money. There's a Brenda in here that haven't received her seeds. But I tracked it. And that's why I like to ask for the donation of $5. Not for me to make any money, honey. I do that so that I can send it first class retail with the tracking number. Okay? And also, I don't know if it's true, but I was told that if you send seeds straight in the mail when it goes through that machine at the post office, it can do something to them to stop them from germinating. And I do know most of your more reputable seed companies send your seeds in an envelope that's bubbled in the inside. And so I'm taking my direction from them. So I didn't make any money off of the hibiscus seeds. I used it for shipping and handling. There was a couple people that was nice, and they sent me a few extra dollars, and I think I gave them extra seeds or something. I know I did, because I'm not a user, and I'm not a muter, and I'm not going to be over here trying to sell you everything. I'm going to tell you about my products, and I'm going to give you free advice on gardening. That's all I'm here for. I'm not trying to make a buck off of any little thing I can. I don't have to. And let me just say this. I don't have any bills, and my home is paid for. Everything in here. So I'm not hustling you. When you come in here, yes, I'm going to talk about my products because God put that on my heart to do again. And with my son's help. But my goal is still the same. To help everybody that I can, if they want to take the help, to be self-sufficient, to grow their own food, to be able to harvest it. Keep some for yourself. Preserve it. Give some away if you can. Now, if you're a mother and you got 6 kids, I don't expect you to give stuff away. Okay? Because we don't know what's going to happen with this pandemic between now and when the virus is okay to get the vaccination. We want to be self-sufficient. And this is what has happened to us. We have been bamboozled and hoodwinked, and we have become desensitized to all of the ingredients on the cans that we buy in the store, in the packaging. All of these words that you can't pronounce. Now, not this. This is 0 calorie, no artificial sweetener, no sodium, and no sugar. Now, my grandkids taste this and they go, yuck. But to me, it's refreshing. It's just a little bubbly water with a hint of flavor in it. Okay? Okay. All right, let me get up here. Enough of me preaching. Let me get up here and get these questions. So the last one was for Sylvia, drying of the seeds. Yeah, so it'll take you about a week or 2. If you put them like over where there's a vent, like in my kitchen, there's a vent not too far from the refrigerator. I can put mine right there on top of the refrigerator in the wintertime, and they'll dry in a week or less. Okay, hi Daryl. Thank you for coming in. I see you in my comments, and I appreciate you being a supporter. Hi Angela. Thank you for coming in. Deborah White, thank you. Okay, here we go. We got a question from May Webb. She says, hi, Lady Cheryl. I have a banana tree that is about 7 feet tall. Should I put it in my greenhouse prior to the first frost? And I'm in zone 8A in Terrell, Texas. Oh, you close to me too, May Webb. My son went to college the first 2 years at a school in Terrell. Okay. Your tree is 7 feet tall. If it's not a dwarf tree, that means that it could grow to 14, 18 feet. I would chop it down about 2 feet and just keep it alive during the winter. That's what I did. I even have some videos where I brought them in the house and put lights on them. But now they're all in the ground. And I assume yours is in a container because you said you could put it in your greenhouse, meaning you could pick it up and take it there. Yeah, so I would cut it down to about 2 feet and just put it in the corner somewhere in the greenhouse. Stop giving it water. It doesn't need any water. Once you start giving it water, you're going to break the dormancy, and then you're going to have to put it outside. So if you right here in Terrell, down the street from me is what I call down the road. When I put mine up, you put yours up. When I take mine out of dormancy, you take yours out of dormancy. Because I will show you. And if you go back, I've been making videos since 2015. I do it every year. I might tweak it at my procedure and try something different. But I show you everything that I do. Now, since yours in the container, just put it in the greenhouse. Okay. Also, should I cut it back? It keeps producing. Yeah, I just answered that question. You're going to cut it back. Cut it down to 2 feet. Okay. Tai Shi says, is it too early to grow sweet potato slips for them to keep them? Yes, until April when it's time to put them in the ground. Actually, you can't put your sweet potatoes in the ground in April. It's not warm enough in zones 7A. I'm in 8A, and we don't put ours in until May. So it's May or June for you. And you can check with the Farmer's Almanac online. When should I plant sweet potatoes in the search bar in your zone? And they'll tell you. I guarantee you it's not April. Because in April, you still can get some freezing temperatures. Okay. Okay, chili with beans, canning question. I lost the connection. By the way, you said my name great. Okay, thank you, Santisha. I assume the question was, if I go back, I'm going to lose my spot. I assume your question with chili beans is, how do you can it? You can it the same way you can meat. Anything that has meat in it, you have to can it for 90 minutes if it's in a quart and 75 minutes if it's in a pint. You can raw pack that meat in there. You can put your beans in there, not cooked if you want to. 90 minutes pressure canning it will thoroughly cook it. Okay? Now, I'll go ahead and make my chili. I can't eat beans because they give me a lot of gas. But I will put some in it for my children that I'm giving away. And I thoroughly cook my chili. And I still pressure can it for 90 minutes. I hope I've answered your question, Cintisha. Thank you, best yet. Okay, container crops. Okay, I'm where it disconnected and it came back. Nice to be on your live. Great to hear you talk about organic food. Like 36 for me. Thank you, AB Kitchens. I appreciate you. Because you come by, you watch my videos, and you leave a comment. And I promise you guys, I'm going to try my best to catch up on some of these videos. I got a lot on my plate with my grandbaby kindergarten. You can't just sit them in kindergarten and let the teacher do. There's a lot of stuff you have to check. Then you have to log them out and switch classes and that type of thing. And I know that might sound like, okay, that's just an excuse. You find time for what you want. But I really don't have a lot of time. I use a lot of time with my food forest and my products. My turnip roots got huge too. Okay, good job. Coasting Container. Good evening. How you doing? Hattie Lamar. Sounds like a movie star. Hello. Thanks for coming in. What products, Miss Cheryl? Oh, go to cherylsproducts.com. And I have natural candles. I have a total body butter. I have a total hair oil and body oil. I have these candle melts. And these are not the bubblegum flavors that you walk in, you're overpowered with this artificial smell. I'm just doing aromatherapy, just essential oils. Okay? Pit Stop Garden and Kitchen, the seeds you sent me germinate. Are you talking about to answer the question or the seeds for the hibiscus plant? Girl, you better not start on them hibiscus plants. We're going to do that as a group. But I'm glad. I'm really sure I sent you some seeds. I remember your name. Okay. Taishi, thank you so much. Okay, here's a good one. Hoyt Robinson says, does the no watering go for vegetables also when in dormancy? I think that's what you meant. Depends. If it's outside or inside. You got to be more specific, Hoyt, because you got to tell me what vegetables you're talking about. If you're talking about a banana plant that you just cut down and put in your garage and it's not getting any sun and any water, no water. If you're talking about a pepper plant that you top down to a feet or two and you still have it in a greenhouse or a front porch, you need to give it a little water. So if it's more than those things, you got to let me know. Okay, so we got disconnected again. Can you all see me and hear me? Because it's saying that we disconnected, but I see my lips moving. Maybe I need to refresh. I think you all getting something. Hold on, guys. I'm not getting the comments. Bear with me, please. Thank you, Leon. Oh, goodness, it's buffering. So we are not disconnected. Wow. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to close this all the way down and come back. Hold on, guys. While I'm doing this, those of you that are in that 20 that's going to be doing the hibiscus, growing the hibiscus seeds, make sure that you put those in another baggie or a plastic container and put them in your refrigerator until January when we start actually growing them. You want to mimic the season as if, you know, as if they were outside. Okay, if you can hear me, guys, it's YouTube. YouTube is having a problem. There's nothing wrong with my Wi-Fi. I already checked that. No connection issue here. Ain't that something? So I'm going to go ahead on and talk, and so I can at least offer you guys something before it completely goes out. Here are my persimmons that I picked when they were a little bit unripe. I'm going to go closer so you can see how big and how beautiful that is. And they have some blemishes on them. But I noticed that the ones that they have at Whole Foods are the same. I didn't see them in person. I saw them on a Facebook page. Somebody had some. But so they were ripening off the vine. And I'm going to attempt to make wine. I'm going to try to make some persimmon wine. We're going to see. It probably will only be 1 gallon or less. But I'm going to try. And let's see, what else I have in here? I showed you the turnips. I showed you that big monster. And then I showed, here's another one. So I'm going to be canning those tomorrow. And I have a video already about that. Okay, YouTube's has some issues. Can somebody make a comment so that I'll know that you're still here? Sisters of the Vine on Facebook. Yes, I'm a member of that group. I'm a member of the Sisters of the Vine. I've been watching the videos and watching these sisters make wine. And a lot of them, they make wine not even from real fruit. Well, it's real fruit. They just they go to the grocery store and buy the 100% juice. And I mean, and they look like they know what they're doing. It looks delicious. Some of them have even fancy labels, and yeah, I'm really enjoying being a part of that group. I haven't attended any of the lives where they're actually going through the process because my plate is full. But I do enjoy the channel, and I watch a lot of the stuff on there. Okay, Zen Grower. Okay. Okay, something about blood wine. Okay. Okay. Okay, come on. Stop acting silly. YouTube is going real, real slow. I'm glad that this live feed is still intact. I want to get some more of your questions. And then I'm going to offer you all opportunity to win a product. Oh, somebody said something about the products. It's Cheryl'sProducts.com. That's the website. If I have a moderator in here, please, please, please put the website on the live feed. I'm not unable to do it. Hi, Angela. Okay, I think I'm getting ready to get the video details now. Oh, wonderful. Tia got it. Thank you. I think I seen somebody else too, but if you have a question, put it in all caps so that when it comes back, I'll be able to hit refresh. I am so sorry. I don't know why this is doing this. I got 5G internet. So it's buffering now? Yeah. It's buffering here too, Tia. Well, while this is buffering, you guys can come back and watch the replay. And, oh, it looks like it's getting ready to kick in. Oh, I'm not buffering. Never buffer for me at all. Is it a storm out or something, guys? Is it recommended to buy fruit plants online? I buy almost all of my fruit trees online. I've had better luck with buying bare root trees from Stark Brothers. That's my #1 company, and Isom's Nursery. They are the king of muscadines. Thank you, whoever that was that said they were going to check out the products. It went by real fast. But yeah, check out Stark Brothers and Isom's Nursery. And they have a wonderful website, both of them. And it may have some flaws in it. I'm not going to say it's perfect. But for the most part, everything that I wanted to... Well, I'll tell you what. I looked up and did a lot of research on what fruit trees to grow in my area. So I was already armed with the right information. And then I looked to see which one had it and the price of it and to verify if they say it was compatible for my growing zone. So first, Google what fruit trees grow in your zone. Just put your zone in. Best fruit trees for zone 8A or 7B or what have you. And you should get a list. And then from there, you can check out those 2 nurseries that I talked about. Okay, I think I'm back. And I can get your questions closer up where I can see them. I hope I can. Okay, fruit trees on sale. Oh yeah, I saw Grow Family Network. They were buying some fruit trees out in Louisiana for $15, $12 today. I'm not going out. Hey, how you doing, Rob? Good to see you. Yeah, so it is a good time to buy fruit trees if you can get some on sale. I just promised myself I'm not buying anymore for a while. A couple of years, because I just have so many. In fact, I'm giving some away. So, do you put all your oak leaves in your trees? It just disappeared. But oak leaves, yeah, pine needles are the only ones that you need to be concerned about changing the pH. Yes, I would use oak leaves in a heartbeat. My neighbor used to give them to me, but I don't have to get them from him anymore because I have so many trees that I can rake up my own leaves and mulch. You want to mulch everything with leaves and wood chips except for citrus trees. They don't like a lot of mulch around them, and they have a lot of feeder roots that are close on the surface, so don't put too many leaves around them. A little, like your peach tree leaves are real small. That's what I usually do for the winter. Give them a little insulation. Okay. Do I compost? Yes. I share my composter in the video that I uploaded to YouTube today. And I didn't go into a lot of detail, but I showed you how the composter was made and how I layer green and brown ingredients. And then I take it out from the bottom, which would be the compost that has been there the longest. I don't have one of those churn type ones. Did years ago, but not right now. So yes, that is what really turned my gardening production around when I started composting. I tell people that all the time. They always want to know when I get these enormous, results. They think it's a lot of chemicals and stuff like that, but it's not. It's compost. It's tea made with weeds and grass clippings. And of course, you guys know I do my comfrey tea. All organic. I got 3 5-gallon buckets that I'm going to pour over my, some of it done. Rob has a good question in all caps. Rob, can you type it again, please? If you type it right now, I'm looking real close at it. I'll get it real close. My laptop is buffering, but my phone isn't. So if you type it in real quick, I'll get you, dear. My lemon tree is 2 feet tall. I had it for about 4 months. It has buds and flowers. Should I take the buds off? No. Whoever that was that said their lemon tree is budding, no. Because usually we harvest lemon fruit in March. So if it's what new seeds will you plant in 2021, Lady Cheryl? Oh, I'm taking 20 subscribers on the journey to improve blood pressure from ourselves or a loved one, a mother, a father, anybody they know have high blood pressure. I'm going to be doing a seminar on how to start growing the Texas Star Hibiscus from seeds. And I sent seeds to 20 people. And so come January, we're going to be growing them. And that's what I wanted to talk about with I started buffering and I had to stop. And the first thing I did was I told you guys to put the seeds in the refrigerator. And you understand why. We want to mimic the winter. So put it in a plastic baggie or airtight container. We don't want to get any water on the seeds. Hey, Homestead's Heart, I love you, girl. I've been missing you. I've been watching a few videos, but I've been so busy with my line. Good to see you. But I always be mentioning you and tell everybody that want to know about candy, go to Homestead Heart. Because I can't be doing no candy right now. I'm going to do a little, but I can't make any videos right now. Homestead Heart, I love you. And I love the chemistry between you and your husband. Y'all just so cute. I love you, love you, love you. Okay, I'm back. All right. That is awesome. Thank you. Okay, so Rob, I answered your question because I'm still buffering. And so, come on, guys. Let me give you the last bit of this, and I'll take a couple questions, and we're going to end the live. The other thing I want to say is get your Jiffy Seed starting mix. If you want to do it in the pellets and all that stuff, that's up to you. Cocoa Core, you can. But I'm recommending Jiffy Seed starting mix. Okay, that's what we're going to be sewing in. And we're going to do the double cup system. You know, the clear cup and the red cup. You can get them at dollar stores, Amazon's, Kroger's, anywhere, grocery store. And so you're going to get a 10-ounce cup at least and 12 or 14 red cup. That's the clear one. And that's and one grow light. One grow light. If you want to know what I recommend, I don't recommend you spend an arm and a leg on grow lights to grow seeds. 32-watt bulb at home. Okay? All right. Now, I'll get your question because my laptop is not going to let me come in. Oh, you're welcome, sweetie. Keisha Wiggins. I've been researching grow lights. Okie dokie. See what else I got here. Okay, guys, I'm buffering on my end. And I basically covered everything that I wanted to cover. Again, I want to thank all of you all for coming in. I'm hesitating in case someone has a question. 32-watt bulb, Home Depot. Fluorescent bulb that comes in those shop lights. Okay? Okay, I think that's it. If you have another question, you all know how to email me. Got it. Great. All right, guys. The internet is messing with my flow. I'm still connected to YouTube, but I can't pull up the video. And y'all know I'm blind as a bat. Okay. So everybody, you guys know that I love you. God loves you too. That goes without being said. Good night, everybody. I want to thank all my moderators, Antia, Best Yet, Missy Grundo. I didn't even know you were here, girl. I didn't know you were here. Okay, thank you, guys. Have a good evening. Bye now.